storytelling name is Marty, last name Stepnie. And I'm the founder of the North Carolina Association of Black Storytellers, the vice president, and also the Northern Regional Director of the North Carolina Association of Black Storytellers. And I live in Winston-Salem, North Carolina.
Okay. How long you been doing this?
I've been doing it over about 40 years. I worked for the Forsyth County Public Library in Children's Services, and I retired about 12 years ago as the Assistant Director of Children's Outreach.
Okay, all right. And what made you get into storytelling?
Well, you know, growing up, we didn't have radio and TV and all of that, so we would sit around and our grandparents and our parents would tell us stories about when they were growing up and how it was. Some stories were, you know, so funny that we would laugh till we split our sides, or maybe sometimes wet our pants. And then we had some that were so frightening that we were afraid to go to bed at night. And when we go to bed, we'd have to cover up our heads in order to go to sleep. So I just grew up with the art of storytelling, really not knowing it was an art, but it was entertainment for us. Because we didn't have all the technology kind of things that they have to entertain them now. But we're trying to bring the art of storytelling back to our people, not only to our people, to all people, to let them know that everybody has a story to tell, and we need to know about other people, cultures, and how things were for them. And I feel like it wouldn't be so much animosity and it wouldn't be so much fear if we knew more about other people's culture and their history. So what I'm working on right now is a project called The Village. It's going to be an African restaurant and culture center embodying all cultures.
Okay. And did you know Jackie Torrence?
I knew Jackie Torrence. Yes, I knew Jackie Torrence when she was a storyteller for the public library in High Point. And before I knew it, she had gotten big. You know, she was like national, international. And I knew her in her last days. When we had our first storytelling festival here, she told stories here because it's where she grew up, the first storytelling we had here. And she became a member of the North Carolina Association of Black Storytellers. And in her latter days when she was sick, Dorby West is one of the storytellers. We live in Winston-Salem. We would go visit her at the Baptist Hospital. But she was always joyful. She never was sad. She always kept that joy, that smile that she had. And the last story that I heard her tell was a story about a spider. The spider was in the corner of the window of her room, and it just spun a web and swung across, and she began to tell us a story about that spider. That was the last story I heard her tell. And it's just a jewel that has been taken and plucked away, a flower that's been taken away from her. But she'll live on in our hearts. We'll never forget her. And I'm glad to be here today because it's been a while since we've been here telling stories, and we thought we was going to make it an annual. I'm hoping that we will continue after today to do this annually, you know, and not have those little gaps in, because people tend to get relaxed or forget. But we don't ever want to forget Jackie Torrence. She was so special to us, and I know to Salisbury.
Well, thank you very much. And what's your name again?
Marty.
Marty.
It's my storytelling name. But my name is Pat Stepnie.
Pat Stepnie. Okay, thank you very much, Pat.